Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Arkansas Razorbacks and the TCU Horned Frogs. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth might be small, but it is mighty. Seating 46,000 fans, the purple smoke, the engine horn blaring, the Frogs get it going on game day in Fort Worth. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. So TCU's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Blitnikoff awards. The tradition at the position of receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the next one.
Quickly to the tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Craig. Fires to the right. Got his man. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
From the red zone, it's Payne. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He wants it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Razorbacks offense takes the field for the first time in this game. KJ Jackson. They'll be relying on him to make sure this offense is productive in this one. First carry of the season. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking for an open area to his left. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays. And when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force the negative play.
The short hands, it's Payne. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And this offense is a pretty smart offense, and they're going to use their guys and their weapons all kinds of different ways. And you see it right out the gates in this football game. Getting your running back in space, running the real route, getting him matched up on the matchup you want so you can take advantage. This offense will do this all throughout the game.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Under fire. Caught. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Works the middle of the field. They will score! Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Pulled and fired complete. Runs through the tackle. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Snags it, and there's running room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there to force the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Rides to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Jackson will throw. Skips away from pressure. He's going to take off. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football. I tackle him on the ground, and I force the fourth down.
Looking for a push on fourth down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Now he's looking to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
He's got the tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Tight end now in motion. Jackson gonna throw it. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Arkansas!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the left. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Second down, he'll throw it. He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Turning it on! He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Craig. Going long. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand. Now you have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
The Razorbacks take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. Set up for the 1st down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the 1st half. We are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Baylor taking on the Auburn Tigers. And it's the Bears looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener. Now, let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings. Now back over to your game inside Amon G. Carter Stadium. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Coach Ryan Silverfield told me coming out of the locker room at the half. Coach is understandably frustrated right now. They brought this running back in for big-time performances like this, but he has struggled turning over the ball, trailing here in this game. They have got to get a more steady performance from their running back in this moment. See how he starts the 2nd half, and I'll keep you posted down here on the field. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. On the run, it's Payne. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Might as well give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Horned Frogs have their offense in high gear. Running inside. It's Payne. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Keep it on the ground. There's a little room there. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Horned Frogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Craig. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. On target. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. He did everything he could to find enough running room, and he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. They'll stop play here for a moment to have a look at this injured Horned Frog. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Smith. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Jackson will throw. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, TCU! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick six right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. And this sophomore signal caller really seems to be out of sorts, not exactly sure what he's seeing. And you can mark that clash as advantage defense as corners made plays. Really, the whole secondary has, David.
They have, and this whole defense has. And this QB, man, he's been very ungood. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, he just hasn't been the guy that he has the potential to be and hasn't put drives together. And this offense has just sputtered, and it's just one of those days they want to forget.
And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with second and short. The give is to Smith. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And at the end of the play, it looks as if there's an injured Razorback on the field. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. To the ground, he's got it again.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Quick completion to the right. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Razorbacks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Jackson gonna throw it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Sweet cut there. He'll be brought down short of the first down marker. He was able to make one guy miss, but too many defenders there, and he'll be about a yard short. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Zings it complete to the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Knocked down for the tackle.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Craig. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from the... That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect them.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Now on the option. He'll pitch it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. With the clock running, this should be the final play. And a short run there, and that'll end it. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that